Imagine a master's degree in Germany without zero exams, just high pressure project work and constant collaboration. Today, we are joined by a guest from Nepal who did exactly that, turning a unique academic path into a successful career in the German energy sector. But her story isn't just about professional milestones. As a single woman navigating Germany entirely on her own, she's seen a side of the country many don't talk about, from the independence of living solo to the cultural, unwritten rules of the German dating scene. What is it like to break into a male dominated industry as a South Asian woman? And how does the German way of romance compare to life back in Nepal? This is a story of independence, energy, and finding your own path. Let's dive in. Hi Josna, welcome to Parathas and Schnitzel.
Thank you, Harshit. Thank you for having me.
How are you doing today? Comfortable?
I'm well. How
Great.
are you?
Yeah, I'm always good.
That's very nice.
Yeah. Okay, let's start. I wanted to ask you are from Nepal. Our viewers should know that because not everybody, let's say, looking from the subcontinent, you do not meet to get people from Nepal that often. And I wanted to ask, how did you land up in Germany?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Maybe I think I should go back and
Okay,
tell a little bit about myself.
of course.
I did electrical engineering in Nepal, and then I had some time, I was working, and I had some time to reflect how I want to, what kind of career
Trajectory.
thank you, trajectory I should have. And I thought Germany would be a nice place to study because I was really invested and very interested in studying renewable energy.
Okay.
I think that plays a bigger role on why I chose Germany at the first place.
But how come not your usual suspects, US, UK, or Australia, or Canada, where there's not that much of a language barrier and where there's already a huge community of people? I am pretty sure also from Nepal.
Yes, a lot of my friends are in US. I don't know. Like for me, US was never an appealing place for me. I think more of it is coming from the place, like looking at the work culture or how like American style. It was never my style, I think.
Okay,
So
okay.
there was not much of an appeal, so to say, and European European style. I think I was more thinking from that side as
Okay.
well. But as I told earlier, like because I wanted to study renewable energy, and also the course that I found was itself very appealing to me.
Okay.
That's why also I think that's why I chose Germany.
So you took the road less traveled like me.
Yeah.
So Josna, you told me before the podcast that the masters you did, it was an interesting one. You told me that there were no exams during the course of your time. I would love our viewers to know more about the university, more about the master's program, because I can imagine back in Nepal the education is very traditional, like back in India as well. It's more exam heavy, so it's a bit pivot to that one. How does that one work out for you?
I studied in Flensburg,
Okay.
University of Flensburg, and the course they offer, it is called Energy and Environmental Management. Now they have changed the name to Sustainability.
Okay, so more related to what you wanted to do as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it is more project driven course.
Okay.
And yeah, you are correct. We didn't used to have like traditional exams, but we, of course, there used to be a lot of projects we did. Like for every subject, we need to come up with a real life project. That, for example, we will select a place.
Okay.
If, for instance, when we were doing a course for renewable energy, we were divided into groups.
Okay.
15 students in
Okay.
4 groups.
Okay.
And we chose a location in Africa, Kenya, and we did a project in a county called Habasweini.
Okay.
So we were designing wind plant, solar plant, and trying to see, taking the exact data of the real life location.
Okay.
And we had to come up with the solution for that county. And for another course, we did the project in Aruba in Caribbean, and we were already talking with the electric utility in Aruba,
Okay.
like the authority people,
Yeah.
how they are planning to make the island 100% renewable, and we are discussing our project with them and also pitching our ideas to them. So it was not just only for the masters. It
Okay.
felt like we are preparing for what is to come next.
Okay.
And we used to be graded based on the project that we do, how we did the project, what kind of solution we came up with, even how we handled like stakeholder management. So it was very holistic, and we did not used to have we did not used to take exam per se.
That's very interesting because
Yeah.
now listening to you personally, I would have much preferred that. I think it's more hands-on, much more practical, and you see the applications of whatever theory you have studied. So I think
Yes.
it's a much more a better experience, at least in my opinion, I would say, compared to your exams.
I think I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it in many different ways. It also teaches us how to work in a group.
Exactly.
That's so important when you
For
come
sure,
to
for sure. Yeah.
when you later on when you actually work
Exactly,
in a
yeah.
corporate, then it's so important that how you work with how you facilitate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was much more than just doing your masters for me. And also we had this international program.
Okay.
It was 5 weeks project we did in
Okay.
Ireland,
Oh, wow.
in Loophead, like 15 students. It was crazy, very intensive. Some days we were working like 24/7 because there is this deadline and there is this project and you have to deliver. You have deliverables as well. And we also needed to do like some stakeholder project, like meeting with the community, pitching our ideas. Also, we installed solar in one of the bar, which was super fun.
Yeah.
And we also did some workshop for the local community people. They also enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was, like it took me back. It was
Wow.
amazing.
I think for any of our viewers who is interested in this domain and in Germany, I think they can definitely have a look at this university of it's a public university.
It is public university, and now they have also extended the program. Previously, we had this like energy and environmental management in developing country and in industrialized country.
Okay.
Now they have merged the course, and I think it's even better now.
Oh, wow.
It's even better now, and if I'm not mistaken, this time also, I think they went to Galway or somewhere
Oh, wow.
for
So,
five weeks.
nice
Like it's
location.
an annual program,
Yeah.
so 5 weeks. That was also a major appeal for me. Why I chose the program
Why
in the
not?
first
I mean,
place.
yeah, exactly,
Actually, yeah. Living in a first of all, coming from Nepal
Yeah.
to Germany, it was already
And then
very
to even-
interesting, and then you get this opportunity
Exactly,
to
yeah.
explore more.
Cherry on the cake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Good to know. Yeah. You know, people often think when there are no exams, there are usually no stress because people often associate traditional exams with a lot of stress. But I would assume that I beg to differ that project even requires constant collaboration and that too with different sorts of people. So what was the hardest part of, being in a team which is multicultural and changing your team regularly during your entire masters?
Yeah, I agree with you. It is. I don't agree that if there is no exam, there is no stress.
Yeah.
It used to be stressful, especially when you have to navigate through all the course with different projects and then constantly changing teams and working with different
Yeah.
people. And of course, like different people have different way of working, and also when you have different cultural background, then you have like different approach to work.
Exactly.
And some people would be also, maybe it's very individual way as well, because in our team we were like 3 Nepali girls and the rest from different countries.
Okay.
So we were from Thailand, Indonesia, Sudan,
Okay.
Kenya, even Nicaragua, so from all over the world. And different people would have like, some are very chilled, but
Okay.
some would be so structured, and someone very in between.
Okay.
And
okay.
someone would not care, but someone would need to do it right now, and someone would be very structured, someone not. And it used to be very difficult to sometimes work in a group.
Yeah.
very difficult. I think that was the hardest part to actually work in a group. And then you divide the work, but someone is not delivering, and someone had to take over
Yeah.
someone else's work, and that puts some conflicts as well
Yeah,
in
of
between.
course, yeah.
So conflict management, and then you have to manage work, and you have to finish 5 projects in a single semester. I remember there used to be days when we would be constantly occupied throughout the day till midnight. So definitely it was not easy. But again, it comes like, and it used to be fun as well, because we were already, we were more like the friendship that came along. It was very beautiful, and we bonded all of our friends. Like I'm still very much in touch with most of them.
Yeah.
I think that the friendship that happened helped to overcome a lot of this kind of conflicts, or it used to be sorted pretty quickly. So of course, yeah, there used to be, it was not easy, but it was fun. It was not easy, but fun.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's always very difficult to manage people with different sorts of personalities, and
Exactly.
it really teaches you how real life works. This sort of collaboration with different sorts of people.
Exactly, and I think also it teaches you more than just like the course work. It teaches you to respect other people's
Yes.
where they are coming from. It makes you reflect on. Sometimes it is not just the work getting done.
Yeah,
It is sometimes much more than
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
You get to understand someone else's cultural background, how they think, and even if I say something, then the person might have different thought process, and they will say it will not land at such,
Yeah.
but just the way to understand a person better. I think my university, like all the projects I did, I think it made me understand or make me respect other people much better.
Yeah, I think what I can say, it gave you a bit more matured point of view, let's say.
Exactly. Exactly. Sometimes it is not like, it's very easy to dismiss people by saying, "Oh yeah, he or she doesn't work," or just to dismiss, saying that maybe he's just lazy. But no, like sometimes it's just the way they work. Like sometimes people would like to relax, work for a certain time, and then relax. But sometimes some people would be like, right now, you need to do it right now. I think, and it's very it is very important to understand okay, what kind of work style they have in their culture.
Yeah, that's a very interesting point of view, and I think a lot of viewers must also appreciate this, and they might be related to this, because a lot of people work in a lot of different teams, and everybody cannot manage, and not everybody's cup of tea.
And also, like, I have noticed one thing, like for example, I'm not sure if that applies to India as well, like India too. But in Nepal, like for example, if there is a problem, then we will try to sort it out in any way. That needs to be sorted out. You come up with the solution, and what is the word, like jugaad?
Yeah, that is a word.
Right.
Whatever works.
Whatever works. But here it doesn't work like that. There is a rule. There is a format. You don't go out of that. No matter if it solves the problem, that's not an issue. But it needs to be in a certain way. And I think that was very new. You don't realize it how jugadu we are. In those kind of settings, I'm like, wow, like we really like to sort out things, no matter how we like to sort out things. That was interesting observation for me.
So Jyotsna, when you came to Germany, what were the, let's say, the challenges you faced, the problems you faced in navigating yourself through the German bureaucracy? Could be house hunting, could be insurances, could be some legal stuff, could be anything. As a single woman, I can imagine it's a complete different world, right?
It is indeed a very different world, but I'd like to count my blessings as well here. When I came to Germany, our university, they had like social tutor.
Okay.
So they took care of literally everything
Yeah.
in the beginning. So it was very, in the beginning, I did not realize how much of a trouble this bureaucracy thing is going to be
Yeah.
later in my life.
Yeah.
But in the beginning, it was easy, like city registration, opening bank account, everything was like, I did not even have to fill it by myself. I
Yeah.
just need to do the signature
Yeah.
by myself. So in the beginning, I was like, everything was in a silver platter. And then later on, once I had to renew my residence permit.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I had to talk with Auslander Behörde,
The foreigners office.
yeah, the foreigners office. It was painful. Like they will not reply. I had to like call them. They are not like, they will put you on hold for like 15-20 minutes. You don't know what to do. But thankfully, everything was, even though it was a process, it was done. And also for dorms, it was, as I told, our like the social tutor, they helped us to with that as well. So it was very convenient until I was a student. But once the student status was gone, it was a bit difficult to look around. But again, I'd like to take a moment here and also be grateful that in the course we had this mentor parents program.
Okay.
So every student would have a German family, and they will. And I love my German parents, and they will help you with. If you have any problem, then you have someone to at least share your your sorrow with, or what is going on. At least there is someone you can go and talk to. And one of my friends' mentor parents, they help us find this German family. It was a house, and they used to live downstairs, and we used to live upstairs. And they later on, we had such a beautiful bond. I'm still connected with them. Later on, it felt like they were like our family, like if we are sick, then they will bring us food. If they cook something, they will leave us on the stairs. And we also used to do the same. So later on also it developed very beautifully for me. But I have heard from my friends it's not as easy. But I've been very lucky in this regard. And once I moved city for job, it also I've been quite lucky with housing, at least at the touch wood. I've been quite lucky with housing. But German bureaucracy, it's not, you have to have very strong mental resilience, I would say. Yes. And you just need to believe that, it will work. It will take time.
You need to be patient.
It will teach you how to be patient in life, for sure.
But that's a very interesting concept of having these mentor parents. I'm liking your university more and more now.
Actually, not for like all the, especially for our program. It is like especially for our program, and I'm still connected with my mentor parents. My friends, she got married. I was home in December. Her mentor parents were also there. It's lovely actually. I'm meeting them pretty soon. Wow. And we text if something new happened in my life. If they are traveling somewhere, they will send me pictures. I will update them what's up with my life. We send Christmas presents.
That feels nice.
It is very nice. I still remember how sad I was to leave Flensburg, and my mentor parents were there to see me off. Like, and we both were crying.
Wow.
I think that aspect has also made me feel like, Germany is my second home.
You belong somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was now you're working in an energy company related to what you studied, right? And what you wanted to do. How did you land up there? Was it because of your past experiences as a work student, or some internships you did, or some of the projects you did back in your master's?
Thank you for the question. So before I moved to this place, I was already working in Flensburg. I was working as a working student, but it was not in a energy company or anything related to what I studied. It was more related to data management. I was working in a telecommunication company for their billing tariff billing system. Later on, I also worked there part time for almost a year actually. As a billing consultant. which was in German, which was now I think of it and I'm like, wow. I think that helped a
Okay.
lot because
Yeah.
I was already getting to know corporate way of working,
Yeah.
German way of
Yeah.
working. But in my opinion, all the project work I did helped me land the job.
Okay.
And also, like the process was not so smooth. It took me a while. I had my fair share of
Yeah.
rejections.
I think that's very normal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair share of rejections I think I faced during that time, and it was when I think of it now, definitely one of the most challenging time for me, because I think you have this pressure, right? Like you move the continent, and you have your own expectation from
Yes.
you and your expectation from parents, from
Exactly.
everybody. And also you have this feeling that you want to, I don't know, prove something.
Yes.
I don't know to whom, but you
Yes.
want to prove
Yeah.
that you are like your worth. And that really took a toll on me, if I'm being very honest, and I am being very honest. But yeah, I'm happy that now I'm where I am right now in my life, and also the kind of work I'm doing, it aligns with where I saw myself.
Yeah.
But took me a lot, and I think the university project work, the course itself, and maybe I was working already in a German company. Maybe that also played a role.
Yeah.
I'm sure that played a role. So if I'm like I'm talking in a podcast, so I think I should say this. If you are in Germany already studying, then please focus on getting like either role as an intern or
Yeah.
working student. That really
That really helps. I think for me as well, that I had some experience as a work student, but in a completely different domain. But I think that also shows you your first-hand experience of being in a German corporate and how does that work, and it really helps you.
Yeah, and I think that here we really value this kind of experiences. Like they have like apprenticeship program, yeah, like working, studying and working. It is such an integral part of education
Yes,
system
exactly.
here,
Yeah.
which is not the case. I think not in Nepal.
Not in India as well.
Yeah, but here they value this a
Yeah,
lot. So
yeah, yeah.
so I think it's very important to have some experience as a working student or like internship
Yeah, yeah.
even. Yeah.
Yeah, I share the same. So, Jyotsna, you are working in an energy sector, and like every other country, the energy sector in Germany as well is heavily male dominated. And you being a South Asian woman working in the sector, how do you feel about that? What have been your experiences?
If I understand your question correctly, then you mean to say like the gender parity,
Yes,
how
exactly.
much ratio we have, right? Y- That's a good question
Yeah.
because, and also I'm happy we talked about it, because I'm an engineer. So
Yes.
in that STEM field already we have
Exactly.
very less female.
Yes.
And also in energy field, I think the number of male colleagues is of course higher in general. But I'm very proud to be in a team where we are like 90% female.
Oh, that's nice. That's very
Yeah,
nice.
we are a very girl power team. And also in my university, we were like the number of girls were higher than boys.
Okay.
So I feel like we are getting there. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to come here and tell that, oh no, there is no such thing, because I have this experience. Of course, there is much more to come along,
Yeah.
and to be more inclusive, having more female in the sector. But in my experience so far, I have thankfully I don't have any experience that because I'm a female that I am not able to do certain
Yeah.
things. Not I do not have this experience even from the place I come from. I always had had this freedom to do whatever I want, choose whatever I want. I'm the first person from my family to be out of the country on my own, and also I've been lucky in this dynamics that I'm now working in a team with. We have only one male colleague in my team. Rest of us are female, and it feels great. And I hope like this, I can see this in other teams as well. Sometimes, of course, in the office, I see some very heavily male dominated space as well.
Okay.
But I think there has been efforts to minimize that, and I hope that this will continue and we will have more balance in terms of male and female in the energy sector. And also when we see in field, like if some in field when you have to go and work in engineering, more hardcore engineering stuff, I think these days we also have increasing female number. Of course, like it is not comparable maybe, but I would like to look at it in a positive way, that the number has been increasing, and I hope to see it go in that direction. But I've been lucky in this one as well.
Yeah, that's good to know, because a lot of companies, including yours, are doing efforts to have this sort of perfectly balanced employees where the male and female ratio is balanced. And like you said, STEM, it's notoriously famous for being heavily male dominated, but I guess in the recent years it has been changing. A lot more efforts are being put from all the universities around the world, that more and more females are being encouraged to pursue their careers in STEM field, and I think that's how it should be, and that's a very good move from everybody.
Exactly.
It brings a lot more new perspectives, a lot more creativity.
That is true. I completely agree on that. And I'm very happy to see all the efforts from all the companies around, and also universities.
Exactly. That's very good to know that you are having such a nice experience. So Jyotsna, in this very niche and technical field like energy, do you feel like being in Germany is English sufficient, or do you feel like having those small talks in German in the office space, that's where the real stuff happens?
I would not say that living in Germany you do not need German. I think you do need German. It makes your life easy in so many ways. I cannot even put it in words. Of course, knowing language, you have the upper hand. I would not say in my current role, but in my previous role in the previous company, because it was such a German setup. Everybody used to speak in German, and I did not have, I think at that time I have like A1 or A2 level German, like Dankeschön, bitte schön, that or that, mit Karte bitte. That's all. And then you have to go and talk with your supervisor in German, and she could only say na, but she was super nice, and somehow we hit it off. I think like I used to understand her, she used to understand me, and work used to be done. But definitely knowing German helps a lot. Not only in work, outside of work,
of course,
have your life, your social life. I can't emphasize this enough, how important it is to know the language. Not in my current role, that I don't feel like, because everybody speaks in English. I work in English. Thank God. It's quite terrifying for me to yet think that work.
It's not a second language either.
No,
exactly, it's a third language.
But I would love to learn the language this year. This is one of the goals that I have. Hopefully, it will get better with time.
I mean, I'm also struggling. I'm almost at the same level like you, but every year I feel like this is my year that I learn German. But let's see. The year has just started.
I keep saying this. But let's see. We will do it, Harshit, this year.
Exactly,
German. So to conclude, yes, German language is important in my opinion.
So Jyotsna, let's shift our focus a bit more towards you, right? You moved cities, you did your masters, and all this while, how do you feel your social life was? Was it easier than Nepal, or was it more difficult than Nepal? Making friends here, having a great social circle here in Germany?
I think I have always been a bit of like extroverted person.
Okay.
It was definitely so much easier to make friends in university. I think you'll also completely
Yeah,
agree
yeah,
on that.
definitely.
It's easy to make friends. It's easy to meet new people.
Yeah.
Uh, and I had a great social life in Flensburg.
Yeah.
Like we used to, oh my God, I miss those days. It was COVID and we were not supposed to go anywhere out. But we used to live in dorms and it used to be so much fun.
Yeah.
And I also made a lot of friends. I'm still in contact with my friends. It was very nice there, but once I moved and when you already start to work, then I
Yeah.
think that's where the problem
Yeah.
comes. When I moved to this city, I knew nobody. Only I
that
knew
can be
one
tough.
friend.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
should not say I didn't know anybody. I knew one friend, but anyway, so it was very difficult for me to make friends. Actually, in first few months, it was very difficult. First of all, you move cities, and then second of all, when you are an extroverted person, you
Yeah.
want to go out.
Exactly, exactly.
Of course, like I think over the years, I have learned to take myself out anywhere. I feel very comfortable to just go anywhere on my own. But definitely, having this social circle was a bit very well, not it was difficult. It was difficult in the first few months. And still, I think I don't have anybody I know outside of work.
Okay.
And thankfully, we are like I work in a big company, so it's easy to meet like-minded young people in the office, co-workers, which are great friends.
Yeah.
But definitely, it's very difficult to make friends, and you don't realize how difficult it is to make
It is,
friends
exactly.
once you are. I don't like to put it like that. Once you are grown up, I don't know. I don't want to say
it is what it is once you're grown up, or let's say once you leave behind whatever you had in some city and you move to a completely new city and you're alone there, right? And I guess, and like you said, you took the brave step of stepping yourself out, which is not everybody can do that. And I think that also kind of worked for you, don't you think so?
Yeah, and what about you? Is it easy for you to make friends?
Yeah, I kind of had the same experience. I had a great life back in university, and then I moved to the city as well, and then it was similar to me. Back in work, you meet a lot of different people from a lot of different departments, and then you somehow also started to meet outside office, and then your co-workers become your very good friends, and that's the same case with me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely like making friends, yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
It is definitely difficult.
And do you feel also sometimes that is it sometimes a language issues as well? Let's say if you're meeting locals, right? Which you would assume that anytime you go outside and you talk to a random people, they will be Jopots and they might not know English, right? That's the first assumption, at least I take. And do you feel sometimes because of that, it happens that we could have a good conversation or we could really hit, but then somewhere we both were lost in translation?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why also I mentioned earlier how important it is to know the language. And most importantly, to have a nice social life. That's true. If you go out and meet some people, let's say you go in a bar and you want to talk with somebody, and that's the first barrier I would say, that you don't know the language. That's why you should learn German.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree. Like knowing German would, but again, I think grass is greener on the other side, right? Like because I'm on this side where I don't know like that much of the language, so I think it's difficult because I don't know the language. It might not be the case, but because I'm in this side of the grass. So yeah, I think knowing language would help to have nice.
I guess
circle.
that really at least increases, let's say, the possibility that you can really hit it off with people, right?
Yeah, and also if you want to go to different events, some people have very niche kind of hobbies, and if you want to go out and participate in those kind of social activities, then if you don't know the language, then maybe you just feel somewhere left out as well, because you cannot actively participate, right? No matter what, if you do not know the language to a certain level, then I think there is always this barrier to you might not feel so well integrated. But again, I think we also have a lot of international community here, so that also helps a lot.
Yeah.
But having said that, knowing language would certainly help.
Yeah, definitely. Let's be a bit more focused, right? I want to talk about the dating scene. First, I want to start with Nepal. How was, let's say, how was in general the dating scene in Nepal, or how is the dating scene in Nepal? If you
That's
have
a
any
very
experience,
good question,
yeah.
actually. I don't know.
Because I'm curious.
I'm being so honest. I think it's simple, right? Like you meet people.
Yeah.
I think these days like apps are also quite famous in
Okay.
Nepal. But back then, I feel like an old person now. Back then, we didn't have any apps or
Yeah.
anything.
Okay.
You just meet people in university. Most of my friends met in university, fell in love, got married,
Yeah.
now are having kids.
Yeah.
It was very simple back then
Yeah.
in Nepal, but when I go back home and look at my cousin and everybody now, they have apps and everything.
Yeah.
It's completely different world.
Yeah.
You don't realize how fast it is growing. Like
Yeah.
the dating thing, it's developing. We talk about AI, talk about dating thing, how it is evolving, right?
Exactly.
Here is also quite interesting, I would say. Yeah, I'm reflecting.
Any experience you would like to share?
I don't know. Like these days, it's not only about like dating apps, like but the kind of relation you want.
That's a big question.
Yeah, that's a big question.
That's a
It's
big
not
question.
about apps.
Yeah.
And it's so different, like the mindset of people these days, I think. Or I don't want to generalize or don't want to dismiss anybody, but
of course.
my experience, it's very difficult to find someone who wants to be on the same page as you. And there are so many different how do I put it? Like there are so many requirements. I think as you grow, then you also have certain level of checklist.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if it is the right thing, but you do have certain.
Let's say preferences.
Exactly, preference, and you don't want to put yourself out like that as well. So it has not been. Oh my God! Yeah, not so great.
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's generational problem now. Yeah, like and also I think we are not sure what we want. I think that's the major problem. I think, and like not about apps or anything. Nothing against app, because I have some friends who got married. They met in Bumble. And they got married. Not one. I have couple of friends. So of course there is success rate there, but. Also, like not everybody has the same experience and not same luck. I would say in love. So maybe we can conclude like that.
Okay.
About the apps.
Yeah, sure. I mean, any other experiences you might have heard of from your friends, or you might have experienced firsthand when it comes to dating life in Germany or in Europe in general?
I think this intercultural aspect also plays a role.
Yeah. And do you think, let's say, Germans are open to that?
I think so.
Yeah.
It really, also I don't want to say it like Germans. It really depends on individual, because I have some Nepali friends who do not prefer anyone except Nepali, right? And I have some Nepali friends who do not want to date any Nepali people. So I can't really say like.
So it's very individualistic.
It is very individual choice, I think. And also my friends here, I have a very diverse group of friends, very international friends now, and for when I look at them, like it's same. Like sometimes they also want to go out of their common like a nationality and date someone, whoever they have, like they vibe with, they connect with. So I don't think like Germans or anything, but I think it's more who you connect with, and also we live in such a diverse, multicultural environment, and also your mindset changes so much, and you don't see people like, okay, this nationality. At least I don't see it like that. For me, it should be. If you connect, what kind of person I am talking with. what kind of mindset the person has. Like as a person, I don't, but for me, it is not about nationality anymore, I think.
Yeah, which is also a very nice perspective. I mean, you should look if you can talk to the person and be comfortable with. I think
Exactly.
that's should be the number one criteria.
Yeah.
Jyotsna, it has been fun talking to you.
Oh, it was,
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. I totally enjoyed it.
Yeah,
It was
me
my first
too.
time doing podcast, and I don't feel like I'm doing any podcast. We are just
It's a
talking.
compliment.
So yeah, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming and sharing your experiences. Yeah. Germany is often viewed through the lens of its rigid systems, but as we have seen today, whether it's a project based degree or a fantastic career in the energy sector, navigating this country as a single woman, and that too from South Asia, brings its own set of freedoms and challenges, from the boardroom to the dating scene. Thanks for joining us for this unique Nepali perspective. We'll see you in the next episode. Cheers.